The first question is, are U.S. citizens required to have a visa to travel to Philippines? The answer is no. U.S. citizens do not need a visa to travel to the Philippines. However, you can have an option of obtaining a Philippine visa from a Philippine consulate abroad covering your residence. The visa that you will be obtaining from the Philippine consulate will allow you for a single entry visa of 59 days. However, you don't need to apply for this type of visa. You are allowed to have a 30 days free stay in the Philippines. This is because United States is included under Executive Order number 408, where nationals of countries are allowed to stay in the Philippines visa-free for 30 days, and US is included in the list of countries. For those of you who are asking regarding the COVID travel requirements in the Philippines, please take note there was a proclamation issued by President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. lifting the COVID travel requirements. So this means that you don't need a test to go to the Philippines, or you don't need a negative test if you are unvaccinated, and also you don't need to be fully vaccinated to travel to the Philippines. All of these COVID travel requirements have been lifted by virtue of this presidential proclamation. There was a proclamation issued by President Bongbong Marcos Jr. lifting the public health emergency in the Philippines due to COVID-19. Let me show you this official declaration. So if you are going to travel in the coming days or weeks, I would suggest printing the official declaration if the airline will still require you to provide anything related to COVID travel restrictions, such as proof of vaccination or testing. There were reports that some hotels in the Philippines are still requiring quarantine if you are unvaccinated. Please take note, there is no quarantine requirements in the Philippines. So make sure that you have this official proclamation number 297. All orders or memoranda effective during the time shall be deemed withdrawn, revoked, or cancelled and shall no longer be in effect. In this video, I'm also going to discuss the important immigration entry requirements for U.S. citizens going to Philippines. Please take note, there is a possibility that you can be blacklisted for not complying with these immigration entry requirements in the Philippines. Foreigners under EO 408 do not need a visa. In addition, you must have a passport valid for at least 6 months at the time of your arrival in the Philippines. Also, you must have a return or onward ticket. The requirement is that your return or onward ticket must be within 30 days for non-visa required countries under Executive Order number 408. Also, you must not be a restricted, blacklisted, or considered excluded alien by the Bureau of Immigration. Here's an illustration for foreign nationals. For foreign tourists, there are two classifications: visa-free under EO 408 and visa required. These are countries not included under EO or Executive Order number 408. So visa-free privileges 30 days, and 9A visa will be 59 days single entry visa. Other classifications of foreign nationals: former Filipino citizens, also foreign spouse, and there are different requirements if they are traveling with Filipino or former Filipino, or if they are traveling alone, they will be treated as a foreign tourist. Also, there are foreign children traveling with Filipino or former Filipino parent. And other classification of foreign nationals are holders of valid visas. I'm also going to discuss in this video the immigration entry requirements for former Filipino citizens, whether you are traveling alone or traveling with your foreign spouse or foreign children. Please make sure to bring these important immigration entry requirements. The first requirement for U.S. citizens is that you must have a valid U.S. passport, but there is a certain requirement for the validity of the U.S. passport. Otherwise, you can be blacklisted in the Philippines if you don't comply with this requirement. Meaning to say that the US passport must not be expiring within the last 6 months before the date of your travel. Your passport must be more than 6 months or at least 6 months before traveling to the Philippines. The second requirement is that you must not be blacklisted, restricted, or considered as an excluded alien when traveling to the Philippines. There are specific grounds to be blacklisted or to be restricted as an alien. The third requirement is the ETravel registration. So ETravel registration should be done individually. So if you are a family of 4, all 4 members of the family must have an individual ETravel registration. You can also use the same email address if the minor children don't have an email address. ETravel is a Philippine declaration system and it must be done online. The purpose is to generate a barcode or a QR code for express lane purposes. All passengers to the Philippines must register through the ETravel within 72 hours prior to departure from the country of origin. You can either be a Philippine passport holder or a foreign passport holder. Once everything has been submitted, you will be able to get a barcode. The barcode is only for express lane purposes. The fourth requirement is an Onward or a return ticket to the Philippines. Now, not everyone will need a return ticket or Onward ticket. Now, who are required to have a return or Onward ticket? Return or Onward ticket not later than 30 days for foreign tourist or foreign spouse traveling alone. Also, for those applying for an SRRV or retirees visa, going to Philippines, you must still have a return ticket if you are planning to apply for that visa. You can always extend any time before the expiration of the period. No return or onward ticket for former Filipinos, and no return or onward ticket for foreign spouse or foreign child traveling with Filipino or former Filipino. If you are a former Filipino citizen, you don't need a return or onward ticket as long as you present the required immigration entry requirements when traveling to the Philippines. Valid Philippine passport or authentic PSA issued birth certificate for former Filipino citizens, and also authentic marriage certificate for foreign spouse and birth certificate for foreign child will be required to avail of balikbayan visa privilege of 1 year stay in the Philippines. The sixth requirement for US citizens traveling to the Philippines is that you must fill out a customs declaration form. You have an option if you are a passenger arriving at NAIA or Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 1. You have the option of using the online customs declaration form, or you can also use a paper-based form. If you are arriving at NAIA Terminal 1, an online customs declaration form will be required. Paper form can also be filled out in lieu of the online customs declaration form. Let's talk about the allowable extensions. First scenario, before expiration of visa for non-visa required or visa required. You only need to pay the fees and you need to do it before expiration. However, if after the expiration of visa for non-visa required or visa required, you must pay the fines, pay the fees including arrears. Also, you must secure the necessary clearance for you to stay in the Philippines. For all visa required or non-visa required entry, can you extend the visa and pay the extension fee before arrival in the Philippines? The answer is no. You must visit the nearest Bureau of Immigration office to pay and extend your visa. There is a new update if you are going to extend your tourist visa, and you can now do it online. This is called the new e-services by the Bureau of Immigration. All you have to do is to create an account, so you can avail of the option of extending your tourist visa in the Philippines. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, thank you guys for supporting my channel. And if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.